Mm, that's good. This is lung tea. Listen, if you want to know how to make this lung tea, which is very healthy and beneficial, helps open up airways, helps if you've got the flu, if you've got COVID, any kind of sinusitis, it helps alleviate lung illness. This right here, full of antimicrobials, anti-inflammatory, phlegm fighting, cough reducing. This right here, this tea, is the best tea for lung health. Would you like to know how to make this? Come on, let me show you how. Hi everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. Today I want to show you how to make lung tea. For you that have respiratory issues, be it you're going through the flu, maybe you have asthma, bronchitis, whatever lung issue, I have a tea that incorporates a lot of the God-given herbs that we have that benefit the lung and help with lung health. So I want today to show you how to make lung tea. But if you would, do me a favor. I really appreciate all of you who have been watching me. I am green around the gills. I'm just getting started, so I appreciate you stopping by and subscribing. Please tell your friends about my channel if you would. And hit that like button. And if you would, hit subscribe, and there's a bell. If you would, hit for notifications, and yes, you have to hit it again for all notifications. So anytime I put up new content, you will be notified when to come watch. And so anyway, I just want you to know how much I appreciate all of you watching my channel. And I love your comments. I do love reading the comments. They inspire me. If you have any advice or you know of any natural ways of healing that you would like me to share on my channel, if you would just let me know. Leave me a note in the comments section. But anyway, for right now, I'm going to show you how to make lung tea. Let's get started. Okay, first things first, let's go through the ingredients. I want you to know what each of these ingredients are, and I want you to know the benefits of each ingredient. Now, my sister, Penny Myers, she's into holistic treatments as well, and she's the one that taught me this recipe. Thank you, sister. But I added some to it, okay? So I added a lot of other herbs that have healing benefits for the lungs and for the immune system. And so I want to go over each ingredient and show you the benefits and to let you know what the benefits are of each herb. So let's get started with that first. Here we go. Let's get started with the ingredients. The first one we have here is nettle leaf. This right here, very beneficial. It has high vitamin C and iron in it. It detoxifies the body. I have ginger here, which some people, when they go through respiratory issues, they have drainage, they get some stomach upset. I have about, I'd say, maybe a plug of maybe just a regular plug of ginger. You can either use half of it or the whole plug of ginger. But I have about half here of ginger cut up. I just cut it up. So ginger helps with stomach upset. It also is anti-inflammatory, and it is a bronchodilator. Okay, so ginger is very beneficial for this tea. Neem leaf, it's antibacterial, it stimulates the immune system. Then we have over here, it's in my bag because I've been using it, but it's marshmallow root. This reduces phlegm and reduces cough. Over here you have your cloves. I just love the smell of cloves, but they have, as a matter of fact, antibacterial, antimicrobial benefits. Then we have right here, this is a combination, they call it Vitality, but it has oat straw, lemon balm, and basil. Basil helps with inflammation, reduces that. Lemon balm will help with the anxiety that goes along with having respiratory issues. You know, you can't breathe good, you feel like you're a little anxious. It's also an antimicrobial. And then we have oat straws also in here. It restores your adrenals. Your adrenal glands can suffer when you're going through infection and respiratory problems, so it helps boost your adrenals. It also brings support and vitality to the ailing body system. It helps boost your, how do you say it? It just helps you overall feel better. That's what the oat straw does. Right here we have your elderberry. A lot of people use elderberry for colds anyway. You can find it on the shelves in cough syrup. But elderberry supports immunity, helps with sinusitis and bronchitis, and it helps reduce cough. So those are the herbs that I use, the natural herbs that I'm going to be using. But you also want a gallon of distilled water. And because I make a gallon of this at a time, because you can sip on it throughout the day, I just go ahead and make a big old gallon. I have my jar here. I have a strainer or a funnel to help funnel it in, and then I have my soup pot. I use a big, I guess that's probably about 2-3 gallon soup pot. And then I have my measuring cup and my bowl. So what I do is I just go ahead and mix everything up to get started. I get it all mixed up in the bowl, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so here we go. Let's get all these ingredients combined. So I've got 1/4 cup of your neem leaf. Set that to the side. I'm sorry, that was nettle leaf. I'm sorry. Now we're doing the neem leaf. So there's 1/4 cup. I use 1/4 cup on everything except for the marshmallow root, because the marshmallow root is really what's really going to help reduce phlegm. Okay, so here we've got 1/4 cup of neem leaf. We had 1/4 cup of nettle leaf. Now we're going to get, excuse me, we don't want to do that one yet. This one is the elderberry. We're going to get 1/4 cup of elderberry in here. Set that to the side. Get 1/4 cup of cloves in here. Set that to the side. And then the oat straw, basil, and lemon balm. 1/4 cup of that as well. So you get all that in there. And this one is kind of really straw looking. I'm just going to get a little more because I don't think I had enough in there to make 1/4. There we go. So 1/4 cup of that. But the marshmallow root, a whole cup. You want a whole cup of that. Even go over if you want. Dump that in there. Okay. So I've got all that in there. I've got the ginger in there. Got all that in there. And I've got my water already on the stove. I've already poured it up, and I've got it preparing to boil. Okay, so we're going to get that to boiling stage, the water, and then once it's boiling, I will pour the herbs into the boiling water. We'll be right back. So while I'm waiting for my water to boil, I wanted to share something with you. I'm going to, in the future, from now going forward, I hope to show you new kitchen gadgets and new things that I've discovered that just makes life a lot easier, okay? So for you that may not want to make a full batch, like a gallon jar of lung tea, you can actually use those same herbs and measure them by the teaspoon or tablespoon, and you can use this device, okay? This is by the cup. It makes by the cup. It's called OXO Brew, and yes, I got it off of Amazon, and it's pretty nifty. I love it. So if you want, what you can do, it comes with a lid. I'm not sure why, but you buy the filters, and the filters look like this. And what you do is you put your filter, hold on, got to open it up here. You open up your filter and you stick it down in the bottom portion like that. And you drop your herbs down in there. You set your little dish here that has a strainer at the bottom. You set that on top. And you take your boiled filtered water. You put your herbs, of course, down in there. So you're going to take a teaspoon or tablespoon, how much ever you would like, and put whatever herbs you want down in here. You drop those down in the filter, place this on top, and you just pour your filtered boiled water over this. This right here sets on top of your cup, just like so. And so you're actually filtering the water through the herbs down into your cup. So if you don't want to make a big batch of the lung tea, you can always get you one of these off of Amazon. This is wonderful. I use it every day for coffee, but you can also use it for herbs, fresh herbs. So tell me if you get that and you buy you one and you use it. Let me know what you think about it, okay? Because I simply love this product. Okay, so our water is boiling now. Got a good rolling boil going. And I'm just going to dump those in there. Okay? All of that is in there. Ready to just boil. And I'm going to let this boil for about 5 minutes at a heavy rolling boil. So let's let that boil for 5 minutes. We're going to come back and we're going to lower it down to a simmer, and I want it to simmer for about another, let's say 10 minutes, okay? So for right now, we're just going to let it go to a rolling boil for about 5 minutes. Okay, so it's cooked, it's boiled at about 5 minutes, and then I let it simmer for about 10 minutes. And as you see, it's darkened up. Looks like tea. And if you place your head over it, even doing that with a towel over your head and smelling all of those herbs is still beneficial for your bronchial tube. So just to smell those smells is just wonderful. So now it's time to pour it over into the jar, okay? Let's get that done. Okay, so I've got my jar in the sink, I've got my funnel, and I've got a strainer on top. And I can't get this funnel, to set straight because this handle is heavier, but it still works. I've got a lid on my pot that I've got slightly cracked to help kind of also filter out the herbs. So here we go. We're going to start pouring it in. Okay, as you see, your herbs are all cooked down, still in there, and you can actually sprinkle some of this on your flower beds, your garden. It gives nutrients to your plants as well. Okay, so we've got our lung tea all made, ready to store. I store it in the refrigerator for it's good for about a week, maybe a week and a half. It will last, you don't want it to sit any longer than that, a week, week and a half. But my suggestion is this is so therapeutic that you should at least have a cup every day. It's very beneficial. Even if you're not suffering from any respiratory illnesses right now, this right here is good to just supplement every day. Have a cup, okay, just to keep your lungs healthy. So what I like to do is I like to use monk fruit. Monk fruit, 0 calorie, comes actually from a fruit. So that is my artificial, it's not artificial, it's actually all natural, but that is my sweetener choice. I don't use Splenda or anything else. I use monk fruit. It's 0 calories. So I got a couple of teaspoons of that. Some of you may choose to use honey, and this is Tupelo honey. It's actually lower in sugar, but it does have still some natural sugar content in it, so it will raise blood sugar, whereas your monk fruit does not. But this Tupelo honey, I'll be honest with you, I prefer it over full-fledged honey. It just has such a wonderful taste to it. But this is more for your diabetics who prefer honey. But anyway, what I do is I just take some of this and add it to my cup. I've never drank it cold. It's best hot. It seems to open up the airways better if you had that heat to the tea. Hit your lungs, hit your bronchial tube. It just helps with bronchodilation. It's just better to drink it hot and not cold. So when you store it in the refrigerator, what you're going to want to do is when you're ready for a cup, you'll just come and get your little pot, put it on the stove, and then pour some in there and then heat it up and drink. I don't recommend the microwave. To me, the microwave zaps nutrients from foods. It zaps all the beneficial medicinal purposes. I don't think microwave is the way to go, but to each his own. I think the best way to do it is on the stove. But anyway, there you go. You have your lung tea. Y'all enjoy. Let me know what you think about it. Y'all have a great day.